On August 4th, 2010, Kenyans resoundingly voted for a new constitution. This new covenant between the people and themselves acknowledged the centrality of the Almighty God of all creation in the interactions between the governed and the governors. It also affirmed our individual obligation to make the best contribution towards the enactment and faithful implementation of that new covenant. As exciting as this giant step is, the Constitution provides only a framework for the structure we are building. The building blocks, the cement, and the internal fittings have to be applied slowly and painstakingly. For example, in the area of devolved government, Chapter 11, Part 1, 175B of the Constitution states that county governments shall have reliable sources of revenue to enable them to govern and deliver services effectively. In the same chapter, Part 1, 179.4, states that the county governor and the deputy county governor are the chief executives of the county. Unfortunately, the only qualifications given by the Constitution are those in 180 Part 2, which says that to be eligible for election as county governor, a person must be eligible for election as a member of the county assembly, which is A, be a registered voter, and B, satisfy any educational, moral and ethical requirements prescribed by this Constitution or an Act of Parliament. A look at the classified pages in our daily newspapers will reveal the strict qualifications required to run even a small business. For example, Mifugo Kenya Limited is looking for a general manager. We know that this company has a revenue of 20 million shillings, which is 10 times less the revenue of Baraka County. We also know that Mheshimiwa Domo, who has offered himself as governor of Baraka County, would not dare apply for a job as general manager of Mifugo Kenya Limited since he does not qualify on the basis of academics and experience. We also know that Mr. Akili Nimali, the CEO and founder of Akili Nimali Enterprises, a horticulture business with revenues of 1 billion shillings and above, has been approached to vie for governor of Baraka County and declined. We spoke to both of them and asked them the following questions.
Which county are you from?
Baraka County.
What are the challenges facing your county?
Poverty.
And what can be done to change this?
Jobs. We need to give the youth jobs.
How?
Eh?
How are you going to get jobs for the youth?
When I become governor, I will employ them. Simple.
And where are the jobs right now that you shall give the youth?
Young man, I think you have been sent by my enemies to provoke me. Your questions are filled with fitina. What tribe are you?
I'm from your tribe.
Which clan?
With all due respect, sir, I don't see what my clan has to do with this interview. But for whatever it's worth, I am from your clan as well. Back to the question, where are the jobs you're promising the youth? Can you give us some specifics?
Specifics? Where do they teach you to be so disrespectful? Eh? When we fought for independence from the British, you were not even born. When we fought for reforms in this country, you were not there. I am not going to sit here and take that kind of disrespect from you. And by the way, as you go home, be very careful. My supporters have been watching you disrespect me and they are not as patient as I am. Be very careful. Buff.
Which county are you from?
I'm from Baraka County.
And what are the challenges facing your county?
Poverty.
What can be done to change this?
We need to find jobs for the people.
And how do you do that?
Baraka County, which is twice the size of Vietnam, has been blessed with abundant land for pastures. Also good weather suitable for growing oranges. With a slight improvement of the road network and with a little industrialization, we have the ability to improve the livestock industry by packaging the meat products at source. We can also expand the halal markets in the Middle East and in Indonesia. With the returns, we can irrigate other parts of the county to produce oranges. We have the capacity to produce more oranges than Vietnam did last year. All these processes, from packaging, construction, irrigation, marketing, and exports will create jobs for our people and will generate more revenue with additional growth opportunities.
Where will you get the finances to do this?
From my experience in business, there are a lot of people with more money than they know what to do with. All they need is the assurance that their money will be safe and that it will bring a return on their investment. The hard part is to create a plan that not only generates revenue, but inspires confidence in our investors that their money is safe. To put it simply, if the plan is sound, the money will be found.
You make it sound so easy. Why hasn't it been done before?
The paradigm was different. Previously, under the old constitution, many saw the role of a leader as that of extracting resources from the central government. Under the new constitution, the role of a leader will be to generate resources from the ground up, to provide for the people, and with surplus, make a contribution back to the central government for national expenses like defense.
We understand that the elders from your community had approached you to vie for the governor's seat. What was your answer?
No. The answer is a big no. You see, politics is a dirty game, and I do not have the stomach for the kind of things that people need to do to get elected. For example, even the leaders, the elders who came to ask me to vie for this position, asked for bus fare to go home. Surely, asked for bus fare when they came to me uninvited? What will they require of me if I decide to run and I need their support? Why should I bribe people in order for them to give me an opportunity to help them?
So countrymen, as you can see, if the future governor of Baraka County is Mheshimiwa Domo, the county is in very big trouble. Which brings us to the questions that we need to ask before we decide who our new governors will be. Who are the right people to elect as governor? Is a governor a leader or a manager? Is there even a difference between the two? If a leader, what level and which type? According to Jim Collins in his best-selling book From Good to Great, there are 5 levels of leadership, with the highest being a level 5 leader. Dr. Paul Taffinder, a leading expert on leadership and organizational behavior, names 7 types of leaders: the transformational, the enforcer, the deal maker, the administrator, the visionary, the serial entrepreneur, and the spin doctor. If a manager, what type? Are they a micromanager, a teacher, a task manager, or a supporter? As can be seen, leadership is a wide discipline with many types and methods to choose from. For this inaugural group of governors, it is important that we get it right the first time. The Constitution places on the governor and his deputy immense responsibility. Some of our counties have huge expenditures. A county like Narok, for example, had expenditures of 750 million shillings in 2009. Although the county has the necessary resources to fund these expenditures, the new governor will need the skills to balance the income with the expenses. With this in mind, who would the people of Narok entrust with this responsibility? What qualifications would be needed? Would it be unreasonable to look at a private company, a government parastatal or cooperative with the same kind of expenditures and revenues, review the qualifications for that position, and use them as the basic requirement for the incoming governor? To properly debate this matter, we have launched the J County Governor Nani competition. We are inviting Kenyans between the ages of 18 and 35 to participate. Go to our website www.kenyancitizenship.com and enter the requested details in the form provided. In not more than 800 words, please state what in your view are the economic strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of your county. The 2011 expenditures of the county. This information is available elsewhere on the website. Using the stock exchange or similar sources, identify a private company with similar expenditures to the county. Identify the educational and managerial profile of the chief executive of the selected company. Name of the person who, in your view, most closely meets the profile of the selected CEO. They do not have to be a politician or interested. Submit your entry before December 12th, 2012 at 12 noon. The top 3 winners from this competition will win 50,000 30,000 and 20,000 shillings respectively. They will get their profiles published in the national media and get to engage the leaders of political parties with a view to getting them to incorporate the preferred profiles in their party nomination requirement. Does Kenya have the type of leaders we need to lead their counties to the promised land of abundance? Of course we do. Every county has its own Simeon Nyachais and Kenneth Matibas, great Kenyans who have excelled in both public service and the private sector. People who aimed higher and demonstrated the capacity, stamina, and drive to raise not only themselves but many others as they walked through the corridors of service. We have to find these people. Unfortunately, some of them are not the most eloquent. Many of them will not bribe voters and will not recruit goons to intimidate their opponents. They will not lie, they will not steal, and they definitely will not kill. Because of their very personality, they are unlikely to even present themselves for election. Which is why we have to get them and tell them that Kenya and your county need you.